What is good for only a minute? Your child's silence. They're up to something. The cold side of a pillow. For years now, if I'm having trouble sleeping, I try and think of practical designs for a pillow that stays at a constant, slightly cool, temperature. I am yet to hit on a decent design, but when I do, I feel confident I will make a ducking killing. Pissing yourself to keep warm. Edit, first time gilded silvered. Thank you, kind strangers. I guess it's fitting that this comment got gilded. I was a Navy diver on a submarine after the 2008 financial crises. They would not approve the budget for us to buy new wetsuits, and there was only one to share among 4 divers. The water where we dove was never exactly warm, and every one of us pissed ourselves in that same wetsuit to warm it back up. I try not to think about it much, but that feeling really was amazing. Juicy fruit. Edit, holy shit, 16k upvotes? Lol. Sort by new guys, and you will be rewarded double. Edit, they'll make this one extra long, more characters and all. I didn't realize editing short posts to show appreciation was unappreciated. For future reference, I will never edit another post. I appreciate your time and upvotes. Enjoy your day. Also, it's Valentine's Day, so that's cool too. It's pretty snowy and cold where I'm at. Is this edit too long? I'm sorry, Holmes. Even worse than juicy fruit is fruit stripe. Worst gum but the best tattoos. It's the best gum for about 5 seconds. That feel you get after taking the biggest dump of your life. It's so good. Then it's gone a minute later. Nah man, that post-dump lie down while your internal organs readjust can be a transcendent, meditative experience. Comment saved. The feeling of an incoming sneeze. If it doesn't come in that time period, you are just left hanging in there with a weird feeling. Preferable to the sneezes that are rapidly incoming. You put your arm up to absorb it, your face contorts into some carnival horror, a deep inhale and then, nothing. It subsides right before making its grand entrance, and then you're sitting there like an asshole. And you still need to sneeze. That moment you realize that everything is going to be okay. It's hard to explain, but when something goes right, you get a weird, tingly sensation, and all of a sudden you feel like you can breathe and feel everything. I can totally relate. I'm a naturally anxious person, but not like I have any sort of disorder, just worry a lot. But when you have those moments where everything just makes sense and will be okay after something terrible happens, it's almost like a high. It feels so good. I'd say it's a high. Had that Saturday night. Sadly, it didn't last long. Do you ever have those rebounds afterwards? Like all of a sudden you realized everything would be alright, then the next moment you realize you're deluding yourself and the anxiety doubles down. Well, yes, that's exactly what happened Sunday. Frown. Quenching a raging thirst. Nothing beats that feeling of gulping down cold water, but it quickly turns to the feeling of being bloated. The feeling like that first mouthful absorbed on the way down and never even reached your stomach. Wish I was super thirsty ATM just so I can experience this again. RN. The feeling of warm clothes right out of the laundry. Heat and sunshine of the outdoors immediately walking out of a building with the AC cranked too damn high. Edit, I'm from Florida. Also the opposite, coming in from heat to AC, and then after while you're freezing. I always find after I come into an AC place that's when my body decides to sweat. Probably you're sweating the whole time, but it suddenly stops evaporating when you're in a cold place. Sweat evaporating? Laughs in absurdly high humidity. Eating loads of candy as a kid. First you feel like a king, then you feel like you're going to throw up. This is still true as an adult, unfortunately. Adult here, can confirm. King here. Can confirm. The feeling after taking a breath from your inhaler, after an asthma attack. You're able to breathe, and relax. And then after a minute, the jitters start, and your heart starts beating too fast. Albuterol. KSSSK. Ah, that's the stuff, also Stimpaks in SC1. Yep. First time I used albuterol, it sent my heart into rapid palpitations, and I was out of commission for the next several days, because they had to monitor me for a while. Turns out I have a heart murmur, so whenever I have an asthma attack, I get to choose whether or not I want to die from that, or a heart attack. And yeah, Xopenex exists, but it's barely any better for me, and it's 1000000x as expensive lamau. Become friends with a respiratory therapist. I have 50 in my pocket that I forget to put back. Seriously? Levelbuterol takes up like 50% of my medication budget every month. I'm envious as heck. Frown. Hey. Maybe the other guy could just ship you some extras for less than what you're paying and. Ah wait. This is how you get arrested, ain't it? I didn't say nothing, FBI man, keep scrolling. Don't worry, the FBI is too busy looking for keys. Your nose finally being clear after a long cold. You don't really notice it after that, but in that first moment when you blow your nose and it actually breaths clear is just beautiful. Toast after it comes out of the toaster. The key is to butter both slices, face them together, and cover them to keep in that toasty warmth. Then serve quickly after the butter has melted about halfway into the toast. I always have to rush to spread the butter before the toast gets cold so it melts. When I tell my kids to stop fighting. That funny sound you can make. You do it once, it catches everyone off guard and we laugh. Do it a second time and now we'll laugh even harder. But damn it, do it any more than 2 times and you're just going to get pity laughs from us because soon it'll get annoying after the first minute. Edit, holy cow. Thanks for making this the most karma I have ever received. Keep at it. It comes back around. Yeah, but you need a good break from it. Not a day. A week or 2. The birth of an inside joke. There's an art to it really. A very good Roman candle. Running, then you realize that you will actually get tired if you continue. Agreed. There's about a minute there where it feels good and your brain is like hell yeah I could do this for hours. And then the fire in your lungs starts. Getting your period, you're not pregnant but then you realize the suffering continues. The minute after a cramp releases is nice too. But then you notice all the other ways you feel bleh that aren't your uterus attempting to commit seppuku. Edit, my top comment is about menstrual pain. I'm not sure if I'm surprised. Post-orgasm stimulation #X200B. A gentle head scratch is what I imagine addicts feel like after shooting up. The awe-inspiring first major snow of the year. Then it's like duck it's cold. Waking up to over a foot of snow when none of it has been touched yet is so beautiful. And then you remember you need to go shovel. Any social media. First few posts? Neat. The next 30 minutes of scrolling? Time suck, nothing new or interesting. Oh shit, it's this thread. Sucking dick. You're into it, and want it in your mouth, but after a minute you realize that you actually have to put in work. They don't call it a job for nothing. Comedy sketches. Way too many sketches drag on once the joke is established. A lot seem to not know how to end a sketch either. This is basically the premise of so many Monty Python skits. They wrote an amusing skit and then couldn't think of a punchline, so just throw something left of field in. The Holy Grail only ended the way it did because they ran out of money and thought okay duck it, everyone gets arrested. McDonald's fries. I realized that I've gotten old when the last time I decided to treat myself to a milkshake and fries I felt like shit for the rest of the day and went to bed early to sleep it off. As a kid that was the start of a good day, not the end of a bad one. The cleaner you eat the bigger the impact. This is the reason. I cleaned up my diet in a big way the past few years and I just really can't duck with fast food anymore without feeling awful afterward. Egg McMuffins are the exception to this. They are magic. This is true. Everything else gives me a McHangover. A hot pocket. There is about a minute window where it is perfect and not like molten lava on the inside, but also not cold. What is this non-molten lava state of hot pockets you speak of? Frozen. The cold never bothered me anyway. Elsa's true superpower, the ability to eat cold hot pockets without caring.